Hey everyone, it's Minnie. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to, okay? So, first of all, before I start sharing, let me just say that I am gonna post another video. I'll probably post it tomorrow, which is Christmas, or maybe after Christmas, because I know most people, you guys are gonna be with your family and friends doing you, so who has time to watch my video? But I am posting a video of me cooking my vegetable lasagna. Everybody who knows me or has been to one of the events from my grandson or to my home when I've cooked, they absolutely always love my vegetable lasagna. So I'm actually making that for Christmas. So I'm going to videotape the whole thing and share it so that everyone can see what I do. And it's not really a big deal, but apparently it is very yummy. So please look for that video. So what am I doing on this video? Well, I've decided to start sharing more of myself. I tend to be very private. I keep a lot of things to myself. I let people know what I want them to know. I share what I want to share, all the way down to a picture that I take. Let me tell you, when I take my selfies, the angle's got to be right, okay? But this is me. I'm giving you all this double chin. You got it. And if you got a little closer, you might see I didn't get to clip my nose hairs, but don't zoom in. I am doing something different. Why? I'm at this weird place in my life. It's like a crossroads or like a transitional point where there are a lot of things happening at one time that either have to change or have changed or are going to change. So I want to share that. So for me, this is going to be somewhat therapeutic. Why pay $100 copay every other week to go see a therapist? Just kidding. I am not against therapy. If you need it, get it. I definitely need it, and I probably will get it eventually. But right now, this is going to be my therapy. I hope that people watch, like, and share all the time. You just never know who might relate to you or who might learn something from what you have to share, or who you might touch, or who might touch me, you know, as I share myself and they comment or something like that. So I would appreciate everyone who watches to like and share my videos as I post them. Also, people who are friends with me on Facebook, please look out for another invitation to a different Facebook page, because I'm going to put most of the videos on that Facebook page, as well as YouTube. And if you're not sure if it's me, just hit me up. You have my number, or hit me in my inbox and verify that it's me, because you know there are people who like to hack things. Okay, so for me, this is a big deal. Like, for some people, it may not be anything. Even the stuff that I'm going to share, it may not be anything. But because, you know, some people share a lot. They share everything, you know, in social media. And it's just not me to do. Like, in some of my most trying times, you might see a post from me that says, please pray for my family, or please play for me, or something like that. Pray for me, or whatever. But I'm going to share a little more. Sometimes in my videos, I'm going to tell some really interesting stories, funny stories, sometimes heartfelt stories. I may give my opinion about things. I am very opinionated. You probably won't agree with many things that I say, and you may agree with many things that I say. But that is on you. But I hope that you all watch and click like, click share, and all that stuff, right? So anyway, so I'm at these like crossroads, hard word for me to say. Like I said, where things have to change, or have changed, or will change. So let's start with my hair, for example. I have permed my hair since as long as I can remember. I think my mom started, my bio mom. And let me put that out there when you hear me refer to my mothers. I have two moms. I have a stepmom, who I don't really like to refer to as a stepmom, because she's my mom. But just to make the difference, I have my stepmom and I have my bio mom. For as long as I can remember, my hair was being permed. I think I received my first perm when I was like 8 years old, maybe. And I've just done so for the rest of, all my life. So I decided to go natural. I have been pretty much in my natural state for most of the year. My youngest sister, Mel, she actually was the one to really push me into like, girl, go natural. I love this. And, I was already in a state where I wasn't perming my hair. My goal wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to be natural. My goal was just like, I want to stop putting chemicals in my hair because one, I don't do anything with my hair when I perm it. I do nothing with it. I pull it back into like a ponytail. I would go to work. That's it. Every now and then I would do a bob. And when I did, I applied heat. Or I might go to my beautician sometimes, but I really I didn't style it enough like I did when I was younger to where I felt like I was even getting a good use out of the perm. So I kind of just wanted to stop putting heat and stop putting the chemicals and just give it a break. I felt like I was giving my hair a break. But so like I said, I wasn't permanent for a while. And then my sis was like, listen, because she had been going natural, and her and my mom, my stepmom. And so she's like, you just need to do it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm already in the process. So she starts to tell me the products I need to buy. So I'm buying certain products and washing my hair with this and conditioning it with that. And so I am there. But the problem is this hair, Lord have mercy. If you knew what I had going on under this head wrap. I don't know what to do with this hair. Now I know why as a little girl before I started getting perms, the hair stayed in braids. The mothers put the hair in braids or little ponytails because I can't do this. Like, I'm doing it, but I'm feeling like I can't do it, okay? And no shade on my naturalness, my thickness, my nappiness, my coily, curly, whatever, kinky, however you want to describe it, I love it. I love it. It feels good. I feel more spiritual, believe it or not. But that part in Eddie Murphy, Coming to America, when he's in the barbershop and they're like, oh my God, whoa, what kind of hair do you have? Oh, this hair is like made of natural fruits and berries, right? Well, let me tell you something. This hair, mine, is not made of natural fruits and berries at all, at all. It is hard. It is hard. It softens up in the water. I use the conditioner. I am tender-headed by nature. Even with a perm, I was tender-headed. But it is a process, and I am like dying. I dread washing my hair. Like, I literally washed my hair today. My son was like, you were in the shower for 2 hours. I'm like, do you know what I'm going through in there with this hair? Like, this is no joke. Like, I gotta try to comb it out. It hurts. It keeps kinking back up, and I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. I almost gave up several times throughout this year. I'm not even going to lie. I almost put that perm right up in there, that little kitty perm. I almost put it right up in there, but I said, no, don't do it. Stick it out. So I'm still sticking it out. If there's anybody out there who knows what to do to soften this hair so I can manage it, I'm talking about management, okay? If I can, conditioners or, just put it in there, type it in the, chat, or type it in the, leave it in the message or what have you. Tell me what to buy so that I can go in the bathroom and just comb my hair in peace and not feel like I'm dying. And so that's my journey. Okay. So I'm there. It's like, what am I going to do with this hair? But I am loving it. It's just tough. The other crossroads or place that I'm at in my life is, excuse me, thirsty, excuse me, is my health. For those of you who don't know, I am type 2 diabetic. There are people who are really close to me that know, and some who don't. Like I said, I'm a very private person, not ashamed of being a diabetic, just very private. But I am here to share, so I'm going to. Yes, I am a type 2 diabetic. I've been so since 2007. And I'm going to tell you another story about that another time too. But I will tell you that it came on as a result of gaining extreme weight. Between, I'll say, the ages of 26 and 32, I climbed up to 234 pounds. And that was the onset of my diabetic journey. So as a result, I have gone through a lot of health issues as related to my diabetes. One of the things is I have like some issues with my muscles that came as a result of a medication that I was taking. And no, I didn't sue. And by the time I even realized what was going on with me, there had been lawsuits out for years for this medication. I just didn't know that I wasn't supposed to take it so long, this particular medication that I was taking. So, and then recently I have also found out that I am going through yet another health issue related to my diabetes. So this is really serious for me. At the same time, I don't share a lot because I don't like people looking at my plate. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. But I do try to, you know, for the most part, eat the right things. Although I do struggle with my weight because I eat too much. And I love rice and potatoes. So, and pasta. Seriously. So anyway, so I am there. So some things have to change. Like the weight is coming on again. Actually, it never really went away to a degree. Like I lost the 234 pounds, and got my diabetes under control somewhat, but I'm still like in those high numbers, and I'm not going to share that. And like I said, recently some other health issues, serious health issues, have arose, indirectly and directly related to my diabetes. So I, am trying to commit to exercising. That's going to be funny, but I am going to commit to exercising. I'm trying to convince my son and his fiance, Yasir and Inez, to do this little video dancing with me. I keep seeing these crazy videos online like, hey, I'm 75 years old. I was 250 pounds and I started watching blah, blah. And they're doing all these crazy, you know, little shakes and jiggles and I just danced it all off. So I said, I'm not going to watch that video. I'm going to make me a 30-minute video, and you know it's going to have a lot of Beyonce songs in it. A 30-minute, not video, but playlist of songs that just make you move, dance, and, you know, make you want to like, hey, right? And we're going to dance it off and we're going to do some crazy things. So I started demonstrating for them some of the moves and they are dying. I'm like, are y'all going to do this with me? So they say they're on board. We shall see. So I'm going to do that. And as of not last Thursday, but the Thursday before last, I decided to do a 30-day vegetarian lifestyle. So I had to look up the definition for vegetarian, vegan, because I needed to know exactly what I was doing. So here's what I'm doing. I am just not eating meat. I am not eating seafood. I am not eating anything from an animal or anything like that for 30 days. However, I am not giving up my cheeses. Like I'm not running around trying to find a vegan cheese, vegan butter. I'm not doing that. And if I would like to have some eggs, I will have eggs. So apparently, oh Lord, excuse me, my throat is scratchy. Don't start thinking, no, it's not that. Apparently, there's lacto-ovo vegetarians. They avoid animal products, but consume dairy, dairy and egg products. There's lacto-vegetarians. They avoid animal flesh and eggs, but do consume dairy products. There's ovo-vegetarians. They're vegetarians who avoid all animal products except eggs. There's vegans. Okay, look, we're just going to call, I'm doing vegetarian to a degree. That's what we're going to call it. So I started not this past Thursday, like I said, but the Thursday before last. And it's been tough, but I've been doing pretty well. And I've been making some really interesting things. I said that I was going to like start going on and Googling a whole bunch of recipes, but I haven't done that yet. I've just been buying vegetables that I like and just whipping things up. Let me tell you something, with fresh garlic, olive oil, and a little bit of a seasoning that shall remain nameless that I'm not going to talk about right now. That's another show. Not show. That's another video, vlog, or whatever. You can't go wrong. So, like this morning, for breakfast, I literally took some portobello mushrooms, fresh garlic, diced tomato. I diced up some tomato, some fresh baby spinach leaves, and I just sauteed that in the garlic and olive oil. And then I threw it on top of a salad with a little bit of sharp shredded cheddar cheese. I didn't even use dressing because like the flavor from, you know, the sauteed mushroom and stuff, like on top of it was just yummy. So, and that's what I did. But I do have some vegetarian things that I've made even before I started to do this 30-day thing. So one of the things is my vegetable lasagna that a lot of people really love. So I'm going to make that, like I said, for Christmas and videotape. But it's been going well. I've had to cook meat for my 16-year-old. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I made that chicken cutlet, he wanted it fried chicken cutlet. And I don't typically fry a lot, but he wanted fried chicken cutlet with the chicken breast. And when I started making it, you know, I think I was like a week in doing my vegetarian thing. So, you know, I was feeling kind of veggie bougie. Like I was veggie bougie. Like seriously, I had the meat. I was like, do I have to touch this? Like I don't eat meat. Why am I touching this meat? Like ridiculous. So I made it, and I just like made it with this disdain, just like, oh my goodness. I was only a week in, y'all, but I was veggie bougie, okay? Veggie bougie. I was like, oh goodness, this is just, oh my goodness, you know, and whatever. So I started cooking it. After doing my seasonings and everything, I started cooking it. Child, that veggie bougie went out the door. Out the door. I was like, oh Lord, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. This smells so good. Maybe I should just take a piece, just a little piece. Just a little tiny piece. But I try to teach my students integrity, and even though nobody was looking, I didn't take a piece. But let me tell you something. I wanted a piece. So I made him like 3 pieces of chicken cutlet, and he doesn't eat a lot. So he ate like 1 piece that day. And I told him, okay, well, I'm going to put the other 2 pieces in the refrigerator. You can eat it tomorrow. So the next day I went to go to Walmart, and when you opened up my refrigerator, because my chicken cutlet, when I say it is good, you opened up my refrigerator, the smell of the chicken cutlet wrapped in foil that was cooked, it just popped out at you like, bam. It was just like, oh my God. I was like, this chicken got to get out of my refrigerator now. So I needed Operation Gone by the time I get back from Walmart. So I literally walked to my son's room with the chicken, and it must have been about 10 o'clock in the morning. I literally walked to Papa's room, Allende, my 16-year-old, and I knocked on his door, and I was like, hey, are you going to eat this chicken? Like, you should eat this. He was like, yeah, Mom, I'll probably eat it later. Just leave it in the refrigerator. I was like, okay. So then I go to my oldest son's room, because typically I don't want to give him Papa's food, because him and Inez, they make their own stuff. They do like this keto stuff here and there. So I'm like, and I never want to give him Papa's food, because he always wants to eat everybody's food up. But not in a bad way. He's going to kill me for saying that. But anyway, I was desperate. So I knocked on his door. I was like, hey, so listen, I made this chicken cutlet for Papa last night. There are 2 pieces here. Would you like a piece? He was like, sure. I was like, you should eat it. Like, you should get up and just eat it for breakfast. It's like 10 o'clock. You should, you know, put it on some bread or something, and, you know, mayonnaise, you know, that chicken and bread and mayonnaise tastes good. And, excuse me, he was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, but leave the big piece for Papa, because really this is his chicken. I was like, but you should go ahead and eat it. So I go to Walmart. I'm gone for like 2 hours. I call when I'm coming in. That's our routine. Like when I come in with groceries, the household knows we have a huge routine. Like the guys know to get downstairs to the car, you unload, carry bags up. And Inez knows to get positioned in the kitchen to start putting everything away. That's just our system. So I call them and I'm like, okay, I'm about to pull up. They come to the car. I roll down the window. The first thing I go is, hey, did you eat your chicken, Papa? And he's like, no, not yet. Oh no, lies. He did eat it. He goes, yeah, I just ate it. And I'm like, thank God. I'm like, Yasi, did you eat the piece that He's like, yeah, I ate that. And I'm like, oh, great, awesome. And they're looking at me like, what's the big deal? But you don't understand. I needed it out of my refrigerator. I think I would have taken a piece, and I've been doing so great. So anyway, that's where I am with, you know, health and stuff. So I want you all to come on this journey with me, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of things that I make. And this is not about to be the Minnie Davis cooking show. This is not that. This is Minnie Davis everything, right? But because I am doing the vegetarian cooking, and that's a change for me, and it's a big deal, I am going to share like some of the dishes that I make. So look out for that. Another thing is, I am a business owner now. It is not up and running, even though I am literally paying a payroll software company right now every month. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing right now, because I don't have employees yet, but I will have some soon. You will see advertisements. I have my LLC and everything. So I am there. Like, I've worked for most of my life. I'm 46 years old. Everyone knows that I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. I've worked for most of my life, and I will continue working. But I think it's time for me to own some of myself and doing something that I love, which, you know, it is in education. So wish me luck on that. I'll take you on that journey with me too as it develops. And career-wise, everyone knows that I finished my certification in school building leadership. So, you know, with the master's done and the certification done, and, you know, I still need to do my PhD. I plan on doing that within the next 2 years. But career-wise as well, I'm probably going to make some shifts in what I'm doing and move on to probably administration in my full-time type of job within the next year or two as well. So it's like all these shifts and changes. And then this one is everyone's story. COVID is a crossroads for everyone. And I want to share like just my experiences, what I've been going through, being in this house, like not really socializing. Like, I am the most when it comes to COVID. And unfortunately, I know that some family and friends probably don't appreciate that, but I am the most. Sorry for the awkward pause. I just had a thought that went through my head, but this is me, so I'm not going to cut that out. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I am really, I have a lot of feelings about COVID and about how people handle it and should be handling it. And now I'll talk about that another time, but it's been a lot. You know, it's been a lot for everyone. And my heart goes out to people who have lost loved ones. I want to say that. I have students who've lost loved ones, and it's just very trying watching people go through something that I never thought I would see in my lifetime, that I've read about in history books, but like many of you, but this is some real stuff. So there's that. And I'm a grandmother. Everyone knows who knows me that Liam is my heart of hearts. He is my 2-year-old, and being a grandmother is a different stage in my life. And I want to share some of that. I know there's some Grammys or Glammies out there who can relate. I wasn't expecting to be a grandmother this young, you know, 40, I'm 46. I'm cute, but whatever. But I am loving it so much. And I now know how my father felt when I had Yasir, when I was 22, 21, pregnant with him, 22 when I had him. So, and how my mom felt, my stepmom, my bio mom, everyone. So it's another big stage in my life. So I'll share on that. And last but not least, the relationships. Yes, I'm talking about the relationships that I don't have right now. But I think that I'm at this point where I really want to try to date. Those who know me know I don't do that too well. Like dating in the sense of, oh, I'm going out with Dante on Monday to dinner, and then Steven next week we're going to a play, and, you know, just dating and having different people that you date. And I'm not talking about sleeping with, I'm talking about dating. I don't do that well. Me dating is me focusing on one person. Even if it's like, okay, we're dating, we can see different people. I'm just seeing that person because I'm being a Cancer. I'm like emotional. I like to get into people. I just can't imagine like trying to juggle like being emotional or getting into like several different people at a time. It's just not for me. Hats off to the women and men out there who do it so well. I wish I could. And I think I'm going to try. I think that I'm at a point that I really want to have a life partner. I can't say I want to get married. I used to want to get married when I was younger. That was like a big deal for me. Like I want to be married. But right now I kind of like the Oprah thing. You know, I kind of like, hey, we can grow old together. We can take care of each other and just, you know. So I think I'm almost ready for that. I just gotta finish some things that I'm doing with my career. Like I said, in my business, I know me, like when I focus on something, I'm so into it. So I don't want to not have time for someone, but I know that I'm wanting that. So I actually have a very crazy way that I'm going to go about trying to start dating. And you all are going to find out every detail about that. It's crazy, especially for me, because like I said, I am a very private person. So it's going to be interesting. Listen, I have tons of stories to tell you that some will make you laugh. Some might make you cry. Some might make you feel like, what? Everyone who knows me knows that I am quite opinionated. I don't expect that you will always agree with the things that I say. That's not why I'm on here. This is, like I said, therapeutic for me. And it's just different. I'm 46. I want to do something different. I got a lot going on and I want to do something out of the box. And this is out of the box for me. So I promise you the videos won't always be this long. This was my intro, setting my purpose, like letting you guys know the kind of things that I want to share and talk about. But there'll be much more. I might just pop on to share something random. But as you continue to go on this journey with me, hopefully you do and you share it, you like and share with everyone always. You'll get to see like, you know, what unfolds underneath my beautiful head wrap and, you know, how I learn to manage my hair the way that I want to. Like I said, drop the names of products that you feel like would help. I would love that. And, you know, you'll take the journey with my health and, you know, just learning the different recipes that I learn and share. And we'll see what happens. I don't know how long I'm going to do the vegetarian way of life. I feel like what I am trying to do, let me say this. I know I was ending, but let me just say this. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm long-winded. I think my goal right now with the 30-day vegetarian is to like jumpstart like a certain way of life that I want for myself. I feel like I will eventually want to eat meat, fish, chicken, crabs, all that. I want to do that. Pretty much I could cut back on the beef for sure. But I feel like I want vegetarian way of eating to be like 60% of my way of eating. Like out of a 7-day week, 4 days of the week, I'm eating vegetarian. And I want that to be my normal. So in order to kickstart that, I had to do this 30-day to like get myself in the mindset. So just wish me luck and come on the journey with me, you know, join me or watch or share, like I said. Anyway, you guys have been great. I am going to go so I can go look at my grandbaby who has on a Santa Claus pajama outfit and he looks so adorable. And like I said, look for the lasagna video. I am going to post it I'll probably wait till the day after Christmas. All right, everyone. It's Minnie and I am out. Peace.